I'm no forensics expert, but he handled that murder scene like he was trying to get convicted. G'day guys, Holy Critics signing in. Backstab is one of those sleazy early 90s thrillers where nobody can be trusted for more than 5 minutes. James Brolin finds himself under arrest and on trial for murder after a one-night stand from hell. What follows is 90 minutes of shady people, bad choices, and some of the worst backstabbing you'll ever see.
Quiet, please. Our guests are here. And before I forget, everyone's invited for drinks at Loretta's Bistro as soon as we're finished. So, I've heard all the silly rumors going around about the takeover by Arthur Chambers. I want you to know I've spent all week working out the details with his attorney, Ken Updike, and it doesn't look like any one of us will have to stand in line at unemployment. So everyone just cheer up and give a warm welcome to our new owners.
Thank you. Mr. Chambers and I apologize for interrupting your workday on such short notice, but as the new management of B&G, we felt it was important to introduce ourselves as soon as possible. Well, whenever there's a takeover, friendly or otherwise, employees are naturally going to feel uneasy. Our message is simple. Don't worry. We do not intend to take your fine company and turn it upside down. Changes will have to be made, but most of you will hardly notice the change in ownership. Now, Mr. Chambers and I have been working hard, along with your fine head of business affairs, Miss Powell, to make the changeover as pleasant as possible. Now, if you're still worried, talk to Juliet. She will assure you we are not ogres.
Well, we won't keep you from your work any longer. My wife, unfortunately, is out of town. Otherwise, she would have been here to meet you herself. On her behalf, as well as Ken's, and mine, I'd like to wish you all good luck. Miss Powell.
Thank you, Mr. Chambers. Well, I guess that about wraps up the proceedings. See you all at Loretta's Bistro. Everyone's gone.
Good. Now I can work in peace.
You're crazy if you think that I've got too much to do routine is going to work this time.
Why do you guys bother? You know I'm not coming.
Oh, Cliff, you haven't been out with us for a long time.
This hasn't been the happiest time of my life.
I know you miss her. I miss her, too. But she's the one that got sick, not you.
It hasn't been that long since Ann died.
Then do it for me. My reputation's at stake. I promised the troops you'd go. As a personal favor to me, come on out with us. Have a terrible time. Leave early, but please come. Please?
Work. Fine. How did you do that?
I'm sorry, I just couldn't resist.
I'm sorry, too, and as official act as your boss, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to fire you. Oh, please buy me a fresh beer, huh?
Please. Let me do the honors. Next round's mine. Cliff, give me a hand, will you?
Hey, future beer?
And a picture of margaritas, please.
That guy won't leave me alone.
What?
Come on, let's dance. You guys are not going to believe this.
What happened to Cliff?
He's dancing. It's true. He's dancing with a woman that just picked him up.
Shut the door.
This is crazy. Jesus, this is crazy. Thank you.
It was my pleasure, Cliff.
How did you know my name?
This fell out on the back seat of the car. If you don't mind, I'd like to hold on to it.
Oh, I don't mind.
Caroline. My name's Caroline.
Well, nice to meet you, Caroline.
Nice to meet you too, Cliff.
Why do you think we bought it, Lonnie?
Cliff, this is Juliet. Well, I hope you got home okay. Bye. So, how'd it go?
You mean, what base did I get to?
Oh, I didn't mean to.
I'm just teasing you.
So, are you gonna see her again?
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Hell, I don't even know her name. I mean, her last name.
But I'm sure a man with your ingenuity could figure something out.
Cliff, you have a call in too?
Thanks. Obviously, it's nothing to rush into. Cliff Murphy.
Hi, Cliff. Did you sleep well?
Hello. Yeah, it's nice to hear your voice again. I'm okay. Could you hold on a minute? Okay, where were we?
I was wondering if you'd like to get together again. Maybe meet me for a drink.
Yeah. I would. How about tonight? Thanks for the...
I hope you don't.
What are we doing here?
Come on.
This is nice.
Let me show you around.
Okay. funny.
What?
Oh, you can go months and months waiting for some kind of a change in your life. And when you least expect it, it just tumbles in right out of the blue. You know what I mean?
Sure. I know what you mean.
God, you're beautiful.
Relax. I'll be right back.
Caroline? Caroline?
Chambers.
Hendricks requesting make on plate TBC 047, over.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. I just fell into something. Arthur Chambers is dead.
He's dead?
No, Julia, you don't understand. He's been murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I found him in his bed with a knife in his back. He was bleeding from everywhere. God damn, there was so much blood.
Did you call the police?
Yes. I mean, no. The cops showed up before I called. Who the hell called the cops? Maybe she called the cops.
Who?
Caroline. You know, the girl I met last night at the bar?
Cliff, just tell me what happened.
I need something to wear. You know, a shirt. You got a shirt? Or anything? I met Caroline. I went to her house. At least I think it was her house. She had the keys. God. What if she's his wife?
Whose wife?
Caroline, what if she's Chambers' wife? God, Juliet. What was the last thing he must have seen?
Cliff, just try and calm down, okay? You need to talk to someone. I don't know who, but someone.
Juliet?
Everything's all right, Mom. It's okay, really. Everything's all right. Please go back to bed. What are you looking for?
The brandy. Where's the damn liquor?
I could use a drink, too. This is totally out of my league. I mean, I'm a financial consultant, for Christ's sake. You need a lawyer.
I don't have a lawyer. Not a criminal lawyer. The only one I even know is Sarah, that friend of Ann's.
Call her. Just call her. Thank you. You gotta turn yourself in, Cliff.
What?
Absolutely.
Come on.
It's your only course of action. You're on the news already.
Come on, I don't think we're connecting here. My fingerprints are all over the damn house. His body is laying there with a goddamn knife in its back. What do you suppose that looks like?
It'll look even worse if you run. It's gonna look like you did it.
Sarah, I'm not sure you understand. This woman that I had this affair with could be Chambers' wife. I don't know. Why would she be in his house? Why would she have keys?
You've got to turn yourself in right away. This morning. I'm Sarah Rudnick, Mr. Murphy's counsel. We believe that Mr. Murphy may be wanted for questioning in connection with the murder of Arthur Chambers.
Lady, I think he's wanted for a lot more than that.
Next arraignment, the State versus Clifford Murphy, case number 285643. Clifford Murphy, the State has reason to believe that you did on the 4th of September in the year of our Lord, 1989, willfully and deliberately with malice of forethought cause the death of Arthur Chambers, thereby committing an act of murder in the first degree. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Mr. Howe?
Your Honor, the State charges Clifford Murphy with murder in the first degree for the killing of Arthur Chambers. We have an abundance of evidence which clearly shows that Mr. Murphy was having an affair with Mr. Chambers' wife, and that this brutal slaying was a premeditated act by a jealous and desperate man who knew he was about to be fired by his victim. We therefore ask the court that Mr. Murphy be held over for trial without bail.
Miss Rudnick?
Your Honor, this is an outrage. There is deliberate prejudice against Cliff Murphy due to the public stature of Mr. Chambers. The State's concern that my client be held without bail is unfounded. Mr. Murphy has no prior criminal record and is a well-respected member of the community. I strongly suggest that bail be set at $50,000.
Anything else, Miss Rudnick?
Yes, Your Honor, it will be impossible for my client to receive a fair trial in this city. I therefore suggest that the trial and jury selection be conducted out of the county, where the Chambers name is not a household word.
Requests by the defense are denied. The accused will remain held without bail. The trial will take place in this courtroom. Next case.
Your lawyer's here.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody told me that you're the architect that did the new Civic Center. Is that true?
You an architecture buff?
That's a laugh. No, I'm just adding addition to my house. And this architect clown that I hired, trying to turn it into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Basically, your statement to the DA goes something like this. You met a woman about a week ago. She took you home. You had sex with her on the living room floor. She left. And you found Arthur Chambers dead in the master bedroom.
What did Caroline say?
How long have you known her?
I met her the night before. In a bar. Yeah. It's cheap.
Maybe. But they won't convict you for being cheap. And don't worry, neither will I. She admitted to having an affair with you, but denied being with you on the night of the murder.
Well, that's crazy. How did I get there? How did I get into her house?
What I'm trying to say, Cliff, is you're going to have to be completely honest with me. A lot of the case against you is circumstantial. But there will be, some awkward facts that we'll have to deal with. Look, we're going to turn some things up between now and the trial.
she here?
Yeah, she's here.
Where is she? I don't see her.
She's in the back.
She's not here, Sarah. I don't see her.
She's here. Don't worry.
The State versus Clifford Murphy.
Let us proceed. Mr. Howe?
Your Honor, at this time, the prosecution would like to call its first witness, Mrs. Carolyn Chambers.
Will Mrs. Carolyn Chambers approach the stand?
Who is that?
What do you mean? That's Mrs. Chambers.
No, that's not Caroline.
Then who
Raise
is
your
it?
right hand.
That's what I'm asking you.
State your full name.
Mrs. Carolyn Chambers.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Sit down.
Be seated, Mr. Murphy.
I do not know this woman.
Be seated, Mr. Murphy, or you will be removed from this courtroom.
I don't know her.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may take the stand.
Mrs. Chambers, what was your relationship to the accused at the time of your husband's death?
Cliff and I were lovers.
That's a lie.
Order! Order!
I don't know you. What the hell are you doing? Who are you? Who are you? This is crazy. I've never seen this woman before in my life.
Your Honor, defense
Telling you,
requests
it's
a
the
recess
wrong
until
woman.
tomorrow.
Granted.
You gotta find that woman. She set me up.
Hey, Mr. Murphy. We promise we won't say a thing. That blonde woman on the stand today, did you really do it to her?
No way. I never touched that woman.
See, I told you did it. Whoa, Cliff. You stud.
Mrs. Powell, I'm Sarah Rudnick, Clifford Murphy's attorney. Oh, hello. Please sit down.
Thank you. I'd like to ask you a few questions, Mrs. Powell.
Miss. It's Miss Powell.
Oh, certainly. An assistant of mine will be going over your story in greater detail, but I'd like to take this time to discuss a few matters of a more sensitive nature.
Mm-hmm.
Now, prior to the other night, were you aware of any women Mr. Murphy might have been involved with?
No.
Were you and Mr. Murphy ever involved?
Oh, no, heavens, no. Cliff and I, well, Cliff didn't see me that way. Most people don't. We've been friends for a very, very long time. Closer still since...
Since Annie died?
You and Anne were friends.
Since college. We were roommates.
So you know Cliff well.
No, not really. She met him after we graduated.
But you do know him. I mean, you know him well enough to know he couldn't be involved. Not with murder, not Cliff.
Miss Powell, we will do everything that we can. I promise. Thank you for your time.
Any word on the girl?
Go ahead, Mr. Howe.
I got 3 detectives looking for her.
Miss Chambers, where were you on the night of your husband's death?
On the night of my husband's murder, I was in the Bahamas attending a board meeting.
The Bahamas. Well, that's a romantic place. Did your husband accompany you?
Arthur and I were estranged.
Estranged? Weren't you, in fact, divorcing him?
Divorce had been mentioned, yes.
Was your affair with Clifford Murphy one of the precipitating factors in this divorce?
Objection. Closed for supposition on the part of the witness.
Overruled.
I didn't hide my feelings for Cliff from my husband.
I assume you were similarly open with Mr. Murphy in regards to the prenuptial arrangement that your husband had you sign, which specified that in the event of a divorce, you would not inherit his estate.
I suppose I told him about it, but the prenuptial agreement didn't matter. Cliff loved me for me. He didn't care about the money.
Why don't you just give her a rope and let her hang me?
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mrs. Chambers, you claim that you have been having an affair with Cliff Murphy? Is that correct?
That's right.
For very long?
For some time.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Chambers, has anyone ever seen the two of you together?
We tried to be discreet. Often we just went out in, my car.
And when was the last time you say you saw Mr. Murphy?
The weekend before my husband's death.
No further questions, Your Honor. Mr. Murphy, will you please tell the court your whereabouts the weekend before Arthur Chambers' death?
I was at a design conference at Niagara Falls.
Thank you. Your Honor, I'd like to submit as evidence Mr. Murphy's plane ticket and conference program to indicate his presence there. No further questions.
So, the weekend before Arthur Chambers' death, you were in Niagara Falls, were you?
That's right.
Where did you stay?
The Landmark Hotel.
Can you recall what room you had?
I had a corner suite on the 10th floor, overlooking the falls.
Your Honor, I would like to enter into evidence Mrs. Chambers' round-trip tickets to Niagara Falls for that same weekend, and a receipt for her reservation at the Landmark Hotel, Suite 1005, which has a connecting door to the corner suite, which Mr. Murphy claims to have stayed in.
Wait a minute, this is crazy. I never saw her there. I was speaking at a convention. If I was having an affair with her, wouldn't somebody have seen us together?
That's enough, Mr. Murphy. Court is adjourned for lunch until 2.
So we have just one photo here, please. Mrs. Chambers, did Mr. Murphy commit a crime with your husband?
That was the scene this afternoon at the county courthouse. Mrs. Carolyn Chambers, widow of leading real estate developer Arthur Chambers, was attempting to testify on behalf of her lover, prominent architect Clifford Murphy. Mr. Murphy's attorney, Sarah Rudnick, seemed to be taken by surprise by Carolyn Chambers' testimony.
God damn you. This is a joke.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you can't find her? I thought you guys are supposed to be able to find anyone.
Well, frankly, Cliff, you know, you didn't give him much to go on.
You're telling me she left the planet? There was this guy from the kitchen in the alley. He saw us together. Go ask him.
About a dozen of us from the office went to Loretta's Bistro.
Uh-huh. And does the us include the accused, Mr. Murphy?
Well, yes, Cliff surprised us all by coming along.
Did Mr. Murphy further surprise you by striking up a conversation with a woman?
Yes, he did.
Is that woman in the court today?
No, she isn't.
Miss Powell, did you ever witness any event that would support Mrs. Chambers' claim to having been involved with Mr. Murphy?
No, absolutely not.
Thank you, Miss Powell.
Mr. Howe.
Miss Powell, where were you on the night of the 4th?
I don't know. At home with my mother, I suppose.
You weren't with Clifford Murphy?
No.
So, you can't really comment on who he was with?
No.
Miss Powell, can you provide an alibi for Mr. Murphy for the night of the murder?
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Chambers was stabbed nearly a dozen times. He died from massive blood loss and the resultant trauma.
Could the deceased have committed suicide?
No, the wounds couldn't have been self-inflicted. The angle of entry and the depth of blade penetration clearly indicate that the killer stood above the victim and stabbed down in the victim's back.
No, there was no question about it. Mr. Murphy's removal as head designer had already been decided upon.
And who else had this information?
Only myself, Arthur Chambers, and I believe it had been discussed in the presence of his wife.
A business card belonging to Mr. Murphy was found in the victim's house, as were fibers from a pair of his wool trousers.
On the night of the murder, the defendant's car was found parked in front of the victim's house.
The DNA pattern of the semen sample which we found in the backseat of Mrs. Chambers' car matches the DNA pattern of the defendant, and that is almost as conclusive as a fingerprint.
If you need some help, I can have an assistant give you a hand.
Very funny.
I'm serious. You look exhausted. It's showing in your handling of the trial.
Steve, your entire case is based upon the assumption that Cliff Murphy and Carolyn Chambers were having an affair, but you can't prove it.
Oh, for God's sake, Sarah, even the widow herself admits to that much.
Well, we intend to prove that my client's lover was not Carolyn Chambers.
You intend on putting this lover on the stand?
We've done a sketch of her. We expect she'll show up.
Look, Arthur Chambers was a well-known man. His reputation was hard-earned. It's worth something to his heirs.
What do you want, Steve? A contribution to his memorial fund?
No. No one, not the Chambers family, nor the DA's office wants a drawn-out public trial. We're willing to make your client an offer, Sarah. We're willing to forget about the premeditation. We'll take it down to murder, too, and we'll call it a crime of passion.
I'll talk to my client about it.
I saw her.
Who?
Caroline.
Mrs. Chambers.
No, not that Caroline. Not the real Caroline, my Caroline.
The woman who seduced you came here?
No, I saw a picture of her on the side of a bus.
Cliff, I want to help you. You know that. But I have to know the truth.
What are you saying? You do know the truth.
Cliff, you've got to give up this ridiculous pretense. Yes, I slept with Carolyn Chambers. No, not really. It wasn't the real Mrs. Chambers. And now you're telling me some story about some woman on top of a bus.
Side of a bus.
Top side, what's the difference? This story is killing us.
Do you believe me?
It doesn't make a difference to our case if I believe you or not.
Look, I'm tired of all this lawyer horse shit. I'm not asking about my case. I want to know if you believe me.
Listen to me, Cliff. Howe's offered to drop the charge to murder, too. They'll ask for 15 years, and you can get out in 5.
What are you saying?
All I'm saying is even if you are telling the truth in this case makes a lousy defense. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but if they find you guilty, they may ask for more than life imprisonment. Now, do you understand?
Oh, you don't believe me.
What the hell am I supposed to do? My own damn lawyer doesn't believe me.
Cliff? I want you to take the weekend and think about what I've said.
Hey, Steinberg! Hey, what are you doing? You can't read. Steinberg! Make the call!
Screw you, Beaner.
Make the call! You know how to good English.
What's that all about?
Routine crap. We gotta call the Department of Corrections for this slick's release.
Say hi to my buddies from the Department of Corrections.
This is Officer Steinberg, Peter F., badge number 439. I need a release for Hector Ruiz.
You don't work weekends, do you, Stan?
No, I gotta keep an eye out on this mess that my architect and his contractor have cooked up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't trust an architect as far as I could throw one. Hey, Stanley, you got a middle name?
What? You writing a book?
No. I'm just curious. You look like a Randolph to me.
Randall?
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding. My mother wouldn't name any of her kids Randolph. My middle name is Thomas.
Thomas.
Well, stay out of trouble till Monday, okay?
Hey, don't forget. I need to call my attorney before 9.
Nobody told me anything about any call.
Oh, Stanley said he'd arrange it. Oh, God, she's expecting my call. Oh, it'd take a couple of minutes.
Department of Corrections.
This is Myers, Stanley T, badge number 377.
Go ahead, Sergeant Myers.
What's the deal on Clifford Murphy's release? His attorney's here with a bail order, and I don't have a fax on it yet.
Well, according to our record, that prisoner's not eligible for bail.
I had this conversation with you guys yesterday. Murphy's copped a plea down to 2nd degree.
Well, I'm sorry. I have no record of that yet.
Oh, is that my problem? No, it isn't. My problem is his queen bitch attorney. She's down here waving a bail order in my face from Judge Waddens. So get that fax to me, okay?
Which Judge Waddens?
What's his federal ID number?
ID number.
Here it is. LC 44923.
Exactly. Yeah, LC 44923. Yeah, that's exactly the one. So get on it now, okay?
Murphy? What are you doing here?
My attorney got me a bail order.
Oh, good. Great. See ya. Mr. Murphy, I was wondering if you could come by and check my renovation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Great, great. See ya.
Hi, this is Bob Daniels from Greg's Gyms in Omaha. Yeah, I'm just in town for a couple of days, and I saw them ads on the sides of buses that you have, and, well, if you would, I was hoping you could tell me who did them for you. Could you be kind enough? Well, thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
No problem, Mr. Daniels. You see, you're from Omaha.
Yeah, I am. I'm just on a quick stopover, and then I'm off to Japan.
Carrot?
No, thank you. We're about to market a whole new line of gym equipment for the home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw your ads for Surfside, and I thought, well, maybe he'll be able to help me with some ideas.
Oh, yeah, I'm not surprised. We've had some nice spin-offs.
I like this look. Who, is this someone you use often?
Yeah, she's under exclusive contract with us.
Really? Wow.
But being as you're from out of town, I'm sure something could probably be arranged.
Well,
for a small finder's fee.
Oh. Well, now, if we used her, I believe a modest fee could be agreed upon. I'm sorry to trouble you, but, you know, them carrots do look awful tempting now. Oh. Thank you. Why the hell would you be scared of me? You know I didn't kill anyone. You're the only one who does. Who the hell are you?
I'm nobody. Just a struggling actress, that's all. I've been scared to death ever since I read about about what happened.
How'd you get involved in all this?
Like I said, I'm an actress. I mean, I take classes. I model sometimes too, but I don't make much doing either, so sometimes I work for this escort service.
So somebody hired you to go out with me.
It's not what you think.
And somebody hired you to sleep with me.
They just told me I had to get you to that house. I didn't have to sleep with you. I wanted to.
Where the hell did you get this?
It came in the mail just like that, from the escort service. They said to go to Loretta's Bistro and find the man in the picture.
Damn.
What's wrong?
Who else was in this? There's a barbecue in our backyard.
Who's that woman?
She's not alive anymore. Look, somebody has to get down to the damn escort service and find out who hired you. Is this working?
Yeah.
You've reached the home of Sarah Rudnick. I'm unable to...
I'll do it. You can trust me.
All right, I'll be back here tomorrow morning. You better be here. You're an accessory to murder. If you try to double-cross me, I'll make sure you go to prison for a long time. You understand?
Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Chambers. This is District Attorney Howe.
Yes, Mr. Howe. How can I help you?
There was a slight mix-up at the county jail today, and Clifford Murphy slipped out of our custody. Now, I don't think you're in any danger, Mrs. Chambers. The probability is that he's already fled the city by now. However, it is our custom in cases like this to personally alert anyone who might be at risk.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Howe. That's very considerate.
Look, you can tell me to calm down as much as you want. You're not the one in danger. No one has any idea you're involved. Yeah, I don't buy that crap. I want that loose end we talked about tied up. Do you understand what I'm saying? Good.
I could get disbarred for this.
Yeah? I could get hung.
Why'd you run?
Why'd I run? Because you didn't believe me. I had to talk to her.
Who?
The woman who I thought was Caroline. I saw her. I met her. She's some small-time actress or model or something. She said she was hired by someone to seduce me.
Hired by whom? Carolyn Chambers?
I don't know. I suppose so. So she sets up this date and takes off for the Bahamas.
Well, that gives her an alibi.
Look, Sarah, I need your help.
What do you need?
I just need a place to stay, just for the night.
I'm a lawyer, Cliff. I don't go around harboring fugitives. Even innocent ones.
Innocent ones. That's a switch.
Get in the car.
Feels good to be in somebody's home again.
You must be tired. I'm sorry I didn't believe you.
I'm just glad you do now. Hell, who am I kidding? I'm lucky anybody does. You know, I want to tell you, I didn't just fall into that relationship with Jennifer. I mean, obviously I did, but, God, it was so hard after Ann died. At first I was just numb, but I figured, you know, I was gonna break into a million pieces, but I didn't. I had work. Somebody's always building something.
Someone's always suing someone.
Yeah.
Guess it's about that time. Good night.
Good night. Sarah. Thanks for being a friend.
Sleep well.
looking for you. Look, everything's gone totally out of control. Someone else is dead.
Who's dead?
The woman that picked me up at the bistro.
She's dead.
Yeah, listen. Found her in her bathroom, hanging from a rope.
She hung herself?
I don't think so. There's some traveler's checks, my passport, some of the things I need to travel with.
The police took some of your things. The rest of it, the personal stuff, is in my office.
Aren't you organized?
Will I ever see you again? I mean, can you write or...
I don't know what it's like. I've never been a fugitive before.
Here's the stuff. Here. I'm sorry, this is all I've got.
No, Juliet, I can't
Yes,
take that.
you can. Please, I'll feel a lot better.
The guard.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Hi.
Night shift again. Thanks, I'll manage.
Shit. You set me up. You tore off the part with your face. And then you sent the rest to Jennifer.
Stop. Don't come any closer.
You just go ahead and shoot me.
Please, Cliff. Don't come any closer.
I'm dead if I don't get to the bottom of this anyway, aren't I? Pull the trigger. It's the only way you're gonna stop me. What the hell are you doing with a gun anyway?
Ken gave it to me.
Ken? Ken who?
Kenneth Updike. Arthur Chambers' attorney. He and I are partners. Lovers.
What? Come on.
We met while we were negotiating the takeover. One thing led to another.
Why? Why are you doing all this?
Carolyn Chambers wanted to kill her husband before he divorced her. And, she needed help pushing the will through probate. For a third of the estate, Ken offered to help.
No. No, I'm asking you why you did it.
Because he asked me to. I never thought it would come to this. He told me they would never convict you.
Oh, and that makes it all right.
Why don't you look at me that way? You have no idea what it was like. All those years. All those bridal showers and baby showers and wedding receptions. And you could always count on Juliet to buy the perfect gift. It wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. You had Anne for 9 years and I was alone. Until Kenny.
Yeah, well, you're not gonna have him much longer. Let's go.
I was just trying to warn Kenny.
What's the difference? God, I could kill you right now. Mr. Murphy! What are you doing?
You just stop right there. You don't stop and I'm gonna kill her. You drop the gun.
Put the gun on the floor, Bob.
Now kick it over here. Now get back. Come on, way back. Give me your keys. Give me your keys. Get back against the wall.
I really didn't want it to work out this way. I do care about you, Cliff. I always have, you know that. I really wish Ken could have found someone else. You have to believe that. But he was right, you were perfect.
Perfect? Perfect for what?
You had been alone too long, Cliff. You were ripe for seduction. For a setup. What are you doing?
Where does Updike live?
Ashley Boulevard. 437 Ashley.
And you have keys, don't you? Get out. Get out of the goddamn car. Now, get out. Attorney and Juliet were in on Chambers' murder.
You're kidding.
Look, I'm on my way to Updike's. Can you meet me there?
Absolutely. And Cliff, it's way past time to get the police involved in this.
Yeah, okay, bring the cops.
Cliff, be careful.
Yeah, you too.
I will.
just killed your second man, Clifford Murphy. After a desperate escape from prison.
Don't be crazy. You'll never get away with this. No one will believe you.
On the contrary, no one will believe you. Not after you're dead.
Why are you doing this? Why kill Updike?
He was a greedy man.
But he was your partner.
He was my lover.
Oh no, Juliet and Updike were...
He used Juliet. We all used Juliet. I'm sorry, Cliff.
Somebody else here. She's been shot.
She killed Arthur Chambers. And Ken helped her. She's lying. She's lying. No, she didn't show.
Put her in the car.
They set up Cliff.
She's lying. I didn't do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go with me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Let's go. It wasn't me.
I got a flashlight in the car.
Yeah, okay. Okay, great. Yeah, can you bring it over here when you've got it here? Yeah. I have something to put. Yeah, then we're okay. Well, I said, keep it that way. Take Kowalski check.
Excuse me. Do you intend to charge my client in connection with the shootings of Ken Updike or Julia Powell?
No, get these cuffs off.
Thank you.
Welcome.
No, I got a couple more shots of this.
I don't know what shocked me more in this movie, the murder setup or how fast James Brolin rebounded from being a grieving widower. I swear it took this guy like 5 minutes of screen time to go from mourning his dead wife to hooking up with a random chick in the back of a Jeep. And I guess the moral of the story is don't sleep around because you might wake up framed for murder. What stood out to me about Backstab was how absolutely everybody seemed shady. The movie kept throwing twists at the wall like it was terrified you'd figure something out. There's no way you could have realistically solved the mystery early because the script itself kept changing suspects every 20 minutes. I will admit though, the whole reveal with the fake Caroline was pretty wild. The woman he slept with turned out to be a paid decoy hired to set him up, while the real Mrs. Chambers suddenly turned up later at the trial. The setup was so absurdly elaborate that it eventually collapsed under the weight of its own illogic. Like, the entire plan depended on Cliff wandering through the house, discovering the dead body, and somehow reacting in the dumbest way possible. Let's be honest, he couldn't have done a better job trying to incriminate himself if you handed him the murder weapon on a silver platter. James Brolin was okay, but he wasn't exactly giving off Richard Kimball vibes. He never really sold the desperation of a man whose life had just been turned upside down. Meg Foster at least offered something different. Usually she plays characters that look like they'd poison your coffee just for the entertainment value, so it was oddly refreshing seeing her stay loyal right to the end. Then there were the unbelievably convenient coincidences sprinkled throughout the movie. Brolin spotting a giant billboard of Jennifer while being transported from court to jail comes to mind, or that ridiculous forged bail order escape. The movie constantly asked you to just roll with it. But you know what? I still kind of enjoyed it. There's something charming about these overcomplicated early 90s thrillers that think they're way smarter than they really are. Even when it flew off the rails, there was just enough trashy intrigue to keep me watching. That's why I'm giving this thing 2.5 stars. Let me know if you guys guessed any of those twists or you were just hanging on for dear life like I was. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you're first in line for the next cinematic train wreck. This is Holy Critic, signing out.